G'day guys. Man, I've been waiting, champing at the bit to tear into this one again. And I finally get that sweet opportunity. So, without further ado, got my brush, got my picture. I left the plan at home. Nah, that's a joke. It's a bad joke, but we never have a plan. Never ever have a plan. Just shooting here from the hip. If there was a plan, it's this little magnet. And that is governing what we do next. There we go. Put that right there. And it's a wild love on me. Are you in the right place there, team? No, you're not. Let's bring it back. There you go. Bring this into the right place. Everyone's in the right place. Golden. Okay, like I was saying, there is our magnet, and here is our wonderful picture. I might just position that down there so I can see. Change of pace. Usually I bring along a bunch of paper plates or the trolley. Today, I want this big old Petra plate. Look at that. This is a classic New Zealand pottery. So that's going to be hoot of the fun. With a bunch of this, you saw this last time. We all know what this is. I love this stuff. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. And then, in this messy little painting kit of mine, what are we going to grab next? Probably a bunch of colours. And then I'm going to run some water through my hair because it's starting to stab my eyes just a wee bit. Which at first is charming, but once you get used to it, it just gets annoying. With the sun where it is, team, I'm missing a few comments, but don't worry. I promise I will read them in good time. But first off, we need to get this sorted. So, white. Whoop, I can get it down to the bottom of the tube. There we go. All over the show. Love this white. The more white you can get, the better. And a picture, because it gives all those different tones and hues on the rest of the palette. There we go. And olive green, yeah, go on then. Just a little bit. Lovely gentleman out here having a walk, and his cute little dog does not know what to make of an artist mucking around this beach. And honestly, I agree. What is an artist doing on this beach? Lovely. It's a wild love on me. Oh, if you missed it as well, here's my little paint kit. Big fan. Alright, let's get a little brush in my teeth, and now I'm going to catch up with some comments too. Here we go, flick that across there. It is a beautiful spot. Jason, how we doing? Gregory, hello. And what was that? Paintbrush, right here, which is fun. Let me put you right there. There we go. Fantastic. Right. Yeah, we're in a good state here. Sticker. And now, without further ado, we get started. And if I had comes up there on this one. Trails out there. And this one. There we go. Now it's good. Run away to Mars. Bit excessive to think you'll run all the way to Mars. I think that's what he says in the songs. So, it's kind of fun. Here we go. It's really a bit more up in this background too. I've been a bit lackluster up in this corner, and today is the day that I fix that. Today is the day that I give this part the attention it deserves. They run it's adios. Act just like a fool. Is it sunset? Tell you what, it is coming up on sunset. It is coming up on sunset. So you're forgiven for thinking that it is sunset, but I think we're another. I'd just be surmising or guessing, but I think that's about. Is it blowing there? Another 2 hours off. Possibly. The winner of the two prints, that's been decided. It was Santiago from Argentina and Jules from Germany. Jules from Germany and Santiago from Argentina. So if you were hanging out to figure out who won those prints and you missed the Instagram stories, that's who won them. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Just thinking about that delightful texture. Probably go into a bit more white, a bit of vermilion. Just look at that. Wind's just gently cutting through here. Bring the water up with us. it's going well. She's fantastic. Hibiscus flower, welcome on in. And Jay, you're an absolute legend. Love you coming on here and sharing the live, spreading some love, and hopefully, if I don't bump the phone too much, then the live can reach someone somewhere in the world who may just benefit from seeing some live art. We can't guarantee it, but there's the possibility. There's the possibility that we can improve someone's day. And that is what makes picking up a device, pushing go live, grabbing this big canvas picture, and looking like an idiot right here in the middle of the beach so worthwhile. Of course, I don't feel like an idiot. I feel like I'm having the most fun out of everyone on the beach. So, there's that. But, needs a lot of paint still. Needs a lot of paint. Absolutely beautiful. My feet are getting wet inside the shoes, but success has been had here on this canvas today. Even if we fail from here on out, we've had a pretty successful time so far. On the west coast, we're on the east coast, but I like where your head's at. You'll be thinking, perhaps, of another country. This is New Zealand. You're watching a stream in New Zealand. You're watching a crazy New Zealand painter go to work, and I appreciate you being here, sharing this little moment with me, doing some painting, and seeing if we can't expose a bit of this crazy wild red stag. You know, we started this one together, jeepers, was it 3 days ago? 2 days ago now, and this is one of the two projects that we have going on for May. The other project being, bing, 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 a kiss goodbye. So normally, but in this case, kiss goodbye. Classic Kiwi style, yeah, 100%. And Yaku, thanks for the roses, you absolute champion. You can see how when you stand on the water too much, it does start to come through the sand. When you stand on the sand too much, the water starts to come through. And that's what we're experiencing now. Totally okay, but my shoes are going to be soaked by the end of this. It's not a reason to stop, but it's something to note, to learn for next time, that maybe I shouldn't have worn jeans and dress shoes down to the beach. Maybe I should be in sandals, or sneakers, or perhaps even barefoot. These are lessons to learn. Oh dear. Alright. Just dabbing away with this colour, I think. This is a fun colour. What colour next? Indian yellow? I think so. Beautiful. Lovely. There we go. Gorgeous pigment. Cascading down down here. You know, when I add this yellow in here, you're going to see the vitality of this Red Stag grow. Yellow just adds that vibrant life, whereas red can add that vigour, still life, but vigour. Blue kind of adds that depressive depth to it. Not always depressive when combined with the other colours, but depressive on its own. No one looks at Picasso's blue phase and says, man, he was a really happy-go-lucky guy during that time. That would be an incorrect read. And cheers, Van Gogh. Cheers, Yaku. Well, that's the thing too. You want a beach that's busy enough that it gets good quality Wi-Fi, but not too busy that you get distracted the whole time while you're trying to paint. So it can be a bit of a juggling act. This beach right now is busy, but it's busy down the back end. So we get the scent all to ourselves, which is really fun. Primarily because a lot of people don't walk, it sounds bad to say, but don't walk the entirety of the beach. They get to halfway and sort of turn back, and a lot of them come from that side. So it's just, is what it is. It's so easy to paint outside when you get that fresh air. Cascading down, filling your lungs, filling your lungs. Aha, Jenny, she's here. I sent out an email today because a lot of people from Instagram and TikTok hadn't quite got the news yet, so I thought I'd send out a personal email to everyone just saying, hey guys, regardless to Danny. Just to say, one thing I have felt, and I've talked to a bunch of other creators about it, is the surge in creativity that you feel. The energy. You know, normally, if I only slept for a few hours a night, I'd wake up and sometimes I wouldn't find the energy to endorse creative pursuits, but with a life that depends on you, with a daughter, it's not so much about, oh my god, I've got to. It's like a, oh my god, I really, really desperately want to. It's different. It's fun. Name a car for an edit. Or, is it called a Mustang Shelby? A Shelby. That's the type of car. Yes, you better slow that Mustang. Oh, almost lost the brush. That was on the cusp of falling to the ground. Mustang, selling now, baby. Turning the blue. like mixing fire with gasoline. And he said, hey, Romeo, let's go down to Mexico. Sangria's drink ourselves silly. Some girls in Vegas. Dun dun dun. La da da dee da da dee da. Don't you know that those little brown-eyed girls, the playboys from the southwestern world, la da 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 da, la da da dee da 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 da. I'm enjoying Red Stag. There's chaos in this picture, and chaos always. I mean, a lot of you have heard this a million times, but chaos resonates very. I like it. There's too much order today. You know, represent chaos in nature like this. It's something like a stag. Stag is primal nature. How am I going today? Jude, I'm going fantastically. And ooh, her name. I've kept the name slightly under wraps right now. So, but there will be a reveal to everyone. A few people know it. If you do, hold fire on sharing it. That's your own special little bit of information. Time will come. Fire run out, bombs. There we go. Hey, you, how you doing?
Good.
What's he twitching? Cheers, Petrus. But what I'll say, Petrus, I said this last time, and I usually say this with artworks that are in the process. Think of a work in the progress like a high school girlfriend, in that you may love it now, you may like it now, but trust me, as we add more layers and change things, you may feel differently about it. And so you enjoy the painting at this stage, and I love that. Get in touch with me, obviously, and I'll send you a picture of what it looks like at the end. But if you see it at the end, you have one or two reactions. Either, I don't like it as much now, I don't want it as badly as I did. Or you might say, I love it even more, I want it so badly, please give it to me. Now, I don't know which side you'll fall to, but you can see why I liken it to a high school girlfriend.
He was very surprised.
Totally get it. I love that, Petrus. Well, what I would say, Petrus, though, is jump on the link in the bio, flick me an email, and when it's finished and framed and looking beautiful, I can send you a photo of it. And then even if you're not interested in buying it by that stage, you'll at least get to see the end result to get a better idea of what the artwork does look like. And from there, who knows, you might just leap up and say, you know what, I need that now. But your reaction is your own, you're allowed to have it. So get in touch, and I'll give you the opportunity to actually have that reaction, because it will be unique in whatever experience you're having right now compared to what you'll get at the end. Hope you said Sips is high. Let's get back into those yellows. I always think I'm done with the yellows, but I'm not. Snap back. Yellows are a bit weaker than the other pigments, so they can sneak up on you. You need to keep on adding them, building up those layers with them. Much more than blues and reds, because they'll fall back so much more. What's the dimensions of this canvas? Yellows are great, but please, whatever you do, don't overdo them. There's a limit on yellow where it'll start to actually not overtake the other colours like blue and black, but clash with the other colours, God forbid. So careful on that front. But dimensions of this one, exactly, without a frame, exactly 36 inches by 48 inches. And 36 inches by 48 inches with a frame on it, I'll be expecting an extra inch on each side. So I think 38 inches by 50 inches would be your total scale of it. Kind of big. Quite flat though, depending on the frame we can go deep, we can allow it to actually sit flat against a wall. And sometimes flat against a wall is a fun one to go for. Sometimes that's the real kicker. Got some dogs coming up for a look-see. There we go. Hey, buddy. I don't want to ruin that pristine coat with paint. I better be careful. Dry brushing it on, different textures in the paint. All fun. And John, you're an absolute legend, mate. I appreciate that, and I do need some Crocs on this beach. Saskia, this is ridiculous wearing dress shoes. I'm trying to look cool. They didn't even look cool at the start, and now they're soaked the whole way through, so. Sione, who taught you how to paint? Who taught me how to paint? I did all the basics through school, through university, through tutoring, blah. But actually, I think the people who taught me how to paint the most, with the most profound impact on me, and this goes for every artist, not just for me, is your peers. So the people in my life who loved me, who supported me, who would tell me yes when I needed to hear yes, and no when I needed to hear no, they were the ones who made me the artist I am today. Without them giving me their unconscious approval, their love every day and approval every day to be myself, there's no way I would make art like this today. I used to do in high school more of a very, very strategic and carefully done art, almost realism-like. I couldn't quite let myself go. And I fear that if it hadn't been for amazing people in my life, maybe I'd always do art like that. And that would be one of the greatest tragedies that could ever happen for me, both personally and professionally. It'd be heartbreaking. So I'm glad I'm here. You want to go see New Zealand? We'd love to have you here. And does the salt blow into the paint? Not on a day like this, but yes. Now, sea salt's not 100% archival, so be careful on it. It's not the primo thing that you want to get into your paints. But there's a little bit in the air, and it won't affect the painting. Not enough. Not enough to not come down here, I think I should say. But everything has an impact. If you do it in a studio, if you do it in a house, if you do it in wherever you want to do it, everything will impact the art in its own small way. You just have to choose what. And in this case, between being inside or being outside and enjoying this wonderful environment, I definitely choose sand and salt to impact this piece. Which is kind of a Hey, cheers, guys. I appreciate that. Have you walked the whole length of the beach, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
It's
Not many people do it, actually.
3 k's each way.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Makes quite a lot of people going both ways.
Oh, I see. Oh, good stuff.
Come on, Lego. Good job.
See you later, guys. There we go. A bit through there. Down in there. We definitely made some good ground today. This has changed a lot. It got a little bit more wild, but structured at the same time, which is a weird juxtaposition. Strange that happened today. Oh, you used to stay in Taupo. Lucky you. Taupo is wonderful. I reckon Taupo is the best city in New Zealand. The problem is I don't have any friends there, so I don't move there. But best city in New Zealand, hands down. Wonderful place. Beautiful lake. Beautiful lake. Lovely Cobb & Co restaurant. Family restaurant there. Wonderful. There we go. Far away to the eyes. Give me this. Far away out of oxygen. Alright. Grubby orange, and we come. Far away to that rump's got me spinning at the moment. Trying to get the textures right in there. A lot of colours. A lot of colours and a few bright hues. Alright. I think it might be a bit less frisky. Jump on some burnt sienna. What? We'll be in contact. That's lovely. I cannot wait to hear from you. And also, being that you loved it at the stage, if you love it more or less when I show you the end result, tell me which one you fall to and then why. It doesn't obviously have, if you say that you love it more or less, it won't affect the artwork itself. But I'd love to hear how your own personal opinions altered over the course of the piece. Because the artwork's on a journey right now, but you're watching it change. And so in a weird way, you're also kind of on a journey. Separate from the artwork itself, actually. You're on your own little journey with the artwork, creating. It's fun. That's why seeing the process is so important. That's why when you go into art galleries sometimes and you see all those pictures up on the walls, you wonder why you don't feel something. Yet in person, or seeing it happen live, something else clicks and it feels different. It's because sometimes in a gallery, you weren't taken on that process. You weren't given the chance to fall in love with it. Whereas, if you're given time to enjoy and to understand it, it's an entirely different beast altogether. Great using the word beast though, because we're painting a beast. Well, is a stag a beast? It is. Large mammals are beasts, right? That's a thing. Righty-tighty. It's living. Hopefully that's the plan. I was trying to go for something, it's going to sound cheesy because I'm not a massive Harry Potter fan, but somewhere half between a Harry Potter Patronus charm and a wild, chaotic, mystical dream. But most importantly, aside from those two little fantasies I had, to capture the idea of an elk roaring. So right now, with the lack of detail, it kind of looks like a big button nose. But as we do more, you'll see it's actually a mouth opening and it's letting out a roar on this wilderness side here. So the idea behind that is we can just capture the Canadian wilderness in a red stag. It doesn't stand for the entirety of it, but I don't think anything you ever see of the Canadian or the American wilderness makes you feel like you've ever seen the entirety of it. I reckon that everything sort of gives us little snippets of it. alluding to more. That's the feeling I got from Yellowstone. I drove around Yellowstone for 10 straight days in a Ford Fusion, and I saw so much of it. But nothing ever felt like, oh, I've now seen Yellowstone. It always felt like I'm seeing a snippet of something so much bigger than I could ever understand or comprehend. Like an iceberg where you just see the tip, but the tip alludes to so much more. That's what Yellowstone felt like. That's what this wants to feel like. Alluding to more. We're jumping around colours like a maniac right now, but that's fun. Lovely. There's our messy palette. Still a work in progress on that palette, but loving it. How are we doing with the sky? Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Originally from Seattle, but live in London. That is lovely. I've never been to London. Been to Seattle though. Ooh. Just look at this. Deary me. Deary me. Oh my god, deary me. That's the I think I was saying when I started this piece, I was either going to call it Red Stag, or if everything felt a bitch during it, oh dear. Which I reckon's pretty funny. Cheers, Petrus, look after yourself. There are, actually, one funny thing, Jay, I'm not sure if you saw it, but new announcement. I just released puzzles, which is pretty wild. Not my usual prints, but they're very, very exciting in that they are very, very hard to do, which surprises me. Because although the picture makes sense once it's all together like this, any small piece is very hard to tell where it came from. So if you've got a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle, when it's broken down, it's very hard to know what went where. Which makes sense when I say that, but I wasn't expecting them to be so impossibly hard. It caught me off guard. So if you're after a real challenge, or if you want to give someone else a real challenge, those puzzles are amazing for that. I've already gifted a few for Mother's Day. You won't be able to get them this time for Mother's Day. We're too late for the shipping, but next Mother's Day, you'll be all go. lost my plate. G'day guys, how we doing?
Mate, good on. You alright?
Guys. We lost our plate. God forbid. Oh well, I'll grab the last of these little bits out. And a handful of the sand so we don't leave any shards down here. But I love this plate. This was my picture. Oh no! Oh, that's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. This is why I like the plastic plates. Now look at us. Butter fingers is what you call that. Butter fingers. So. It's a messy colour. Now we're talking. Yeah, wow. I should have brought 2 plates. No, the plate! Right, Riri? This breaks my absolute heart. And hey Ray, how we doing? If you were here in time, I just smashed this plate and it breaks my heart. Because this, I try not to form emotional attachment to plates. I try and make a habit of not doing that. But in this case here, I like this plate. And now it's broken. It's all my fault. Read through here. One was a bang. Wow. Give me some of those greenish colours too. Now, on my smashed up plate. Twitchy. Alright. And now I've got paint on my hands. It's all downhill from here, guys. If you're hoping for massive improvement and game-changing things, know that that's all behind us. Once Seb smashes a plate, it's like Mazel Tov, and then everything starts falling to bits. No, we'll be alright. We'll be alright. My poor plate. I am broken-hearted. This plate was special to me. Alright, what can we find here? How are we doing?
I'm fine.
That's good. Welcome on down to the beach.
Yes, I go to the beach. I love beaches.
Yeah? I'm a big fan.
Big fan of beaches all my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I'd use this opportunity to use the beach as a studio.
Why not?
What's that, sorry?
I said, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, well,
I agree.
yeah.
So here we are doing just that. And I
Okay.
just smashed my plate, which I'm broken-hearted about, I tell you. This was a beautiful pizza plate,
Yes.
but now it's in a few different pieces.
What are you painting today?
It's like a
Oh,
deer.
hello, buddy.
It's ugly.
Oakley.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying he's ugly.
No.
So that's not very nice of the poor little fella. I'm sure he's doing his best.
Have you painted a deer?
Have I painted a deer? You've got it. You've got it in one.
Oh, I see it now. I can see it.
Oh, bang! You've
Yes,
got it.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Because I saw the different horns and then
Okay, come.
There you go. Have a look at that if you like.
Oh wow.
So that's a fridge magnet, and we're working off that.
That's perfect. It has the same shape.
Yeah? We're heading in the right direction then.
How did your one of the lady go with the feathers the other day?
Lady with the feathers, that one is now in Washington now, I think. It's in Washington. I forget exactly. Washington, Florida? I need to double check. It's in America. It's somewhere in America.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So that's Phyllis Diller, who's thank you very much, a famous drag queen from Jeepers, 80s or the 90s, I forget.
Okay.
But she's incredible. Big icon in America. And so the gentleman who commissioned the painting, that was his alter ego that he wanted to have done up for it. So
Fantastic.
really
Good
fun picture to be a
idea.
part of. But now we're working on a big old Red Stag,
It's all
inspired by a fridge magnet. And so people come up to you and they say, well, what inspires your art? You go, oh, faded fridge magnets mainly. You know? Nothing over $5, just the $2 or $3 magnets, you know.
It's very cool. Well, you must talk to a lot of people because everyone stops. We headed straight to you.
This is the
No,
most
a lot
people
of
so
people
far,
are
I'll
just
say.
walking past. They're not coming here.
Well, the thing about it is that I don't think a lot of people walk this far down the beach. So it's kind of like a reward. If you make it down to the end of the beach, you'll run into a crazy artist, and then at the other end there's a popsicle stand, and you know whatever you're into. So,
Good on you.
happy
That's
days, guys.
very
Have a nice
cool.
day.
Very
Thank you
cool.
very much, guys. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I missed anyone's comment in the chat. And Richie Rich, yes I did. It was tragic, it happened. Feels like I'm on a secret the world will know about soon. I mean, possibly. Or you're just in a fun little space. And we're all hanging out here. I originally started doing this during the second COVID lockdown in New Zealand, and I only did it to show my brother's painting. Oh, no, it's okay. You see, the thing you've got to remember is I already know I'm an idiot with Butterfingers, and so when I dropped it, I was brokenhearted, but I wasn't surprised. Sorry, but for second COVID lockdown, I started painting in a restaurant storage shed. And I was just sharing it with my brothers who were in heavy lockdown in Sydney at the time, Brisbane or Sydney, and I'm not good with technology, and so I set it to public, and then next thing you know I look back at the stream and there's a lot of people there, and I was really freak out, and then I probably would have avoided it had it not been for messages coming from people saying, hey, that was that really helped me. You know, I'm struggling during this lockdown, or I'm struggling through you know, anxiety or depression, and you didn't fix it by any means. You didn't fix anything, but you helped in a small way. And when you get told that, and it doesn't mean that art's special, but it means that when you're able to share something that can help someone, It changes it from being a conversation about, what do I feel like doing? What do blah blah, and changes it to being, hey, that thing you like to do actually helps people, and that's really motivating in the morning to wake up to. You can't. That's potent. That's what's the word? Contagious. The word's contagious. That's contagious. And so keep doing it. And then now we're 2 years on from that, and then Jeepers, the art's owned in about 13 US states, Canada, Australia, Laos, South Africa. G'day guys, how we doing?
Hey,
love the
how are you?
coat.
Huh?
Yeah. Not you, you're just wearing Kathmandu. That's practical,
Yes,
but
exactly. It's
it doesn't get as many compliments though, does it?
Yeah, I know.
You knew that though when you went in there and asked for the black puffer jacket from Kathmandu. You're like,
I'm a practical guy.
I need that utility, but I don't want to get spotted in a crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Cool.
dear.
Explosion of colour.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun, eh? So, it's
What's
a
your
Canadian
motivation?
Red Stag. Oh, my motivation is a great question right here. It's a faded fridge magnet. I wanted to make sure, because I didn't want to get a fridge magnet that was too expensive, so this is a $3 fridge magnet, and I just hope that's New Zealand and not Canadian, because my limit's 5.
Yeah.
And, yeah. It's got a bit of paint on it too, so it's a bit of a mess. But hopefully, if I do a good job here, get a nice frame on it, and I might be able to sell it for a few bucks more than the fridge magnet. But
Right.
I don't
Hey,
have
can
my
you sell it
fingers
on,
crossed
you know?
yet. Online mainly.
Whereabouts online?
If you search Seb Gower, then I should pop up for you.
Do you know that new platform that's out there?
What's the new
New Zealand
platform?
artists.
The new platform for New Zealand
Yeah, a
artists.
friend of mine started it. It's
Oh yeah,
very, very cool. So I will find it for you and send it to you.
that sounds fantastic.
So you're visiting from Canada? You are living here?
No. I just have a Canadian fridge magnet.
Right.
So, complete coincidence that we're here doing this right now. But
Right.
I am completely born and bred Kiwi, the whole way through.
Right.
So that's pretty fun. But
Now, I see. Are you filming yourself? Are you?
oh yes, so I have one camera here filming this way around, and one camera here filming this way around, and you use all that footage and try and put it out there in the world, and
Yeah.
even if it doesn't help sell a painting, it might help make someone out there happy.
Yeah.
And
There we go.
that's a win because it's going to be here anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
You're
this is
live.
it.
Perfect. You've tracked me down.
So, artists, this is a New Zealand thing.
Yeah, oh,
It's
fantastic.
called artandrealism.com,
I love it.
and I will send it to you. Should I do that?
Yes,
Text it
please.
to you.
And then when I'm finished here and I'm back cozy up with a hot chocolate
What's
in my
your phone number?
room. Oh, all the details should be on the website.
Oh
Everything
no,
you
I
need.
was just going to text you the link.
Oh, okay. 027. Oh, actually, no, we won't. We won't do that because we're on a live right now, so that'll tell the whole world. Bad idea. But everything,
Bad idea.
everything you need is literally on the website. You'll be all sorted.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you what it is. You have to remember it.
All right.
Art and realism.
Art and realism.
Art and realism, one word,
Yeah.
.com.
Oh, fantastic. Artandrealism.com.
Yeah,
That sounds amazing.
and it's awesome. It's got some amazing artists on there.
Yeah.
New Zealanders. I think you'll probably enjoy that.
I love the sound of that. Artandrealism.com.
Yep, artandrealism.com.
I'll check it out.
Cheers,
Thanks for
buddy.
stopping by, guys. Catch you later.
Bye.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. I may end up no longer selling works to America. Americans, you're out. Canadians, you're out. South Africans, nah. Europe, nah. UK, no way. If you want my artwork, you have to go to artandrealism.com. Oh. There we go. But you're saying it too, guys. It's all over the show, and it's been a wild 2 years actually. Absolute wild 2 years. But, in the same strokes, you can make people happy. It's 100% worth it. And if that's your start, if that's what matters the most, then it all comes together and makes good sense. Okay. me. Making good ground here. Hey guys, love the orange. All right, and cheers, Richie Rich. I appreciate that. Finding joy and meaning in your passion and being able to share it with others is such a blessing. All right, you're an absolute champion. That is a lovely thing to pop onto a TikTok live and say, and to share with everyone. So, first off, thanks for being here and thanks for sharing. And you need our weather in Sydney? Yeah, I bet. You know, yesterday was cold, but today is throwing down. So we're lucky about that. Just the sun in my eyes at the moment. I really need to get out of here when it's higher in the sky. But anyway, we didn't. So we're out here right on the sunset point, splashing around some paint. I really couldn't ask for a whole lot more though, guys. This is the perfect weather for it. We're out here in nature, enjoying ourselves, getting sales pitches for our websites, having a good time. Splashing around some paint. Speaking of sales pictures, guys, if this looks crazy and wild to you, I've just released my own line of puzzles. So if you think this work looks chaotic in its entirety, try breaking it down to 1,000 little individual pieces and then putting it back together again. I made the painting and I struggled. So if you want something really weird or hard to do, puzzles. Some of them are harder than others, I'll say. Some of them are, and they can be deceptive. The Big Apple, New York, surprisingly easy, although you'd think it wouldn't be. Sunflowers, oh sweet Lord above, sunflowers was tough. It was next level impossible. Every piece looked like a wicked thing. It was a whole thing. Puzzles. And I like it because in high school and all through my life, I've been a bit of a geek. So it feels appropriate now that I'm out here in the world selling art and puzzles. It feels right, you know, it sits right. Okay. I run out of oxygen. The progress, Ams, were you here when we originally started this, were you? Because we are making so much ground. It's a long way from finished, I think. I don't know that. I just say that line. It could be closer to finished than I even realise. Phthalo blue with turquoise and white with a bunch of gel medium. We could even stop now and say it's done, to be honest, but it's not. There's more I want to do up here. The gate in this little corner, but it needs more love, more attention. And I'm lucky with my buttons undone that the wind's blowing this way and not this way. Because if it's going the other way around, I would be getting some serious paint. Shooting down this corner, so I got paint on the spot, so I really don't know what's happening down here anymore. Down in this particular little spot. I'll give it attention, but I don't know. I got paint on the magnet. Lovely. Ah. I'm a geeky dancer, Richie Rich, don't get it twisted. Alright. How are we looking? So good. So good. Phthalo blue, ultramarine blue. Mix it up here a little bit in the middle. And it is our dramatically dirty plate. Yeah, I get quite self-conscious on the dance floor too. So typically I'll disguise dance moves with something cheesy like flossing, just to try and hide my own embarrassment or feel less shame towards anyone thinking I'm a bad dancer. And that's obviously a terrible way to be. And everything I tell people not to be when it comes to art, you know, people will hide wild expression behind realism because they're too afraid to be seen with the chaos of real painting. So no, break out of your shell. And then with painting, I fall into the same dancing. In public, I fall into the same symptomatic issue that I see so abundantly. What's the word for it? Not a pandemic, epidemic. There's an epidemic in painting. So basically, Seb needs to grow up and stop being so pathetic. Dance like no one's watching in public. I don't know what to do with my hands. With painting, I'm holding two things, and so it's easy. But if you take away my two things in my hands, so I put them by my side, I always need to like have a lemonade or a drink in my hand, so I actually can like wobble around like a man as if I'm mid-task. Like, grow up. I'm gonna take my own advice, guys, and be a little more wild and free on the dance floor next time. Promise. G'day guys, how are we doing? You come for a wander down the beach? Well, you've received the reward at the other end of running into a crazy artist.
Very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Love the colours and
Wild colour palette, that's for sure.
I love it.
The only problem is I broke my plate. I know. No great things happen without sacrifice though, eh?
Self-taught?
Self-taught? No. Lots of people have taught me. Too many people actually. I get too many lessons. Yeah. If you stay down here long enough, people will start giving them to you as well. Come by and more green, not enough red, more shading.
I won't give you any
Oh no,
techniques,
no,
I
no!
have no idea.
I welcome it. I welcome it.
No, I have no idea about anything. All I know, I wish I could do it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, all you have to do is start. Crack into it.
I don't know how to do it. I don't even know how to start.
Don't know how to start. Good way to start if you want to break the seal. Get a big bucket, put some ink in it, put a bunch of water in it, get a big white anything, and just throw the bucket on it. Break that seal.
Okay.
You start with a little brush like this, you'll get all choked up with that. Get a big bucket of paint, throw it on it. That'll completely change the mood, trust me.
Okay.
Anyway guys, enjoy the rest of your walk.
Okay.
Oh, there we go, team. Liking the elk, Zeke, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I mean that actually, guys. If you're stuck on a work or stuck not knowing how to start, please, 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 get a big messy amount of paint or a big bucket and throw it on a white canvas. It'll completely change your whole perspective towards it. Either you'll think, oh my God, now it's started and I can start, or you'll think it's ruined and I've got nothing left to lose. Both those thoughts are actually really, really healthy. As long as it gets you painting, rather than choked up there, standing in front of an empty document or an empty canvas, hating yourself or wondering what the right next move to make is, but not quite knowing. It's a torturous place to be. Old mate, what's his name? The guy who edited the last Thor, Love and Thunder. Tiger Waititi, I think. He was saying that some writing days, you stare at a laptop screen, cry, hate yourself a little bit, stare at the screen for 12 hours, get nothing written, close the screen, go to sleep, and that's a successful day's writing, some days. So creation or art is not a linear progress. It's up and down. It's constantly, sometimes trending upwards, but it's going in these ups and downs like this on a day-to-day basis, and can only be seen in aggregate from a distance. So some days when we paint, we may see an artwork or an art piece backwards, drastically backwards. We say to ourselves, oh my God, I'm a terrible artist. No. It's not a linear progress. Some days you'll get forward, some days you'll get backwards, and that is all part of a real honest process. Any creator who says, I always head forwards, everything I do is perfect. No. Liar. True creation has good days and bad days. It has to. By the very nature of it being chaos. If it's not having good days and bad days, you don't have chaos. You have order. You have control. And therefore you've lost the only true thing of art that ever could, would, or should have ever existed. The fact that you really don't know what the outcome's going to be. You can surmise, you can pontificate, you can consider, or take a chance on a guess, but you can't know. And that lack of knowledge of what the outcome will be is the only reason why art has true value in the world. Because it's not math. It doesn't make sense. It's confused. It's just disjointed. It's weird. And that chaos is attractive to us in the same way someone gets deeply attracted to the control and balancing of maths. So too the human heart gets attracted to the control and confusion of paint. Not control, the chaos and confusion of paint. It's like the alpha to the maths omega, you know? It's a beautiful thing. All right, is it cold here? Ooh, Ash. I'd say nippy now, but it wasn't before. It was actually warm before. I might even get a little bit of a tan. Richard, origami guy here. Lovely to have you here, origami guy. Absolute pleasure. And Shikana, I'm excited too. I'm looking forward to meeting both of you. That's gonna be a thrill. And good on you for leaping into this one as well. Lovely to see you again. Meet you again. Do you know about the group of 7 famous Canadian painters? I'd love to say yes, but the answer is no. I studied the pre-Raphaelites in great depth, but that was a long time ago. I don't think there were 7 of them, but there was groups of painters are always fun though. When they come together as a group with a shared vision, they can always do some great things. Pre-Raphaelites and probably this group of 7 are good examples of that. Pre-Raphaelites really, really tried to make a difference, showing ancient religious pictures, angels, all sorts of stuff in more of a modern light. Like they painted this really, really controversial picture of Jesus as a child with he had holes in his hands, like so these sort of metaphors are all through it, but he was in a dirty dirt floor house with animals inside, and there was poverty there. Now, when you see depictions of Jesus, especially from the Renaissance, you see perfection. You see angels and angelic light and beautiful temples and brilliant perspective. You don't see dirt floor, impoverished houses. You don't see Jesus in that environment, not often. And so these works that they create this commentary about, hey, is there another way we can look at the Jesus narrative or religion? And really powerful stuff. And we look at it now and we think, oh yeah, old painting. But get into the shoes of the pre-Raphaelite period when actually doing that was almost a career ending for some of those artists, and how aggressive a move it was to try and create art like that. And in the same way, I think today, what do we consider career ending for artists today? What's over the top, breaking, you know, what's not okay? In the same way, that's what the Pre-Raphaelites did all those years ago. And Google Pre-Raphaelite art. My favourite one's called The Awakening Conscience. It's of a prostitute who is realising that she doesn't want to live the way she does, and she's having this awakening moment and trying to step out of herself. There's this beautiful metaphor of this cat and a mouse there at the bottom of the frame, where the cat has its hand out like this around the mouse, in the same way the man does as she's got up. He reaches out for her, and it's obviously not highlighting every case, but in her one, the metaphor is she's had this moment of realization that this isn't who she wants to be and not how she wants to live, but that actually the trap or the control over her is too great and she won't actually escape it. And it's this beautiful picture of realization with this kind of foreboding, saddening moment where you realize actually even in this awakening moment, in the awakening conscience, she actually won't escape, and that's heartbreaking. Anyway, it's an amazing work. It's amazing work, and to paint something of that subject matter at that period of time, very, very controversial, very, very confronting, and to this day I still believe that work, when explained to you properly and seen in person, has an impact on us. And that's what we talk about when we say timeless art. We talk about that particular work, we talk about Van Gogh's work, we talk about Picasso sometimes, what it means to be truly timeless. Coming back in. Whew. Where in New Zealand is this? This is Auckland. Would you even believe it? Look at this wonderful place. Let me come up here. Good morning to South Africa. Do you know about, oh, there we go. Pow, there we go. I'll bring you back to here. All right, guys, we're getting to the tail end of our layers here. I'm gonna put this back here. There we go. We'll keep going for a bit longer. We'll keep using up the palette we've got, but we're getting to the stage where actually it's getting close to the time where we're gonna pack up and go back to our car. If we run away, I was. If I run out of oxygen, what down but down. See, the canvas too high. My short little body struggles to reach that top corner. This is life. This is life. The background of one of your videos, which is Orewa. There is videos done in Orewa. I like Bada Bing Albany. I like Tauranga. I like Wenderholm National Park. These are all very fun places to create. All these places. Lovely spots. Too light. Really wanted to land a stroke there, but the colour was too bright for what I'm trying to do. Too dark. Hard to make me happy these days. If I run out of oxygen. Alright team, we're going to call it there for today. We've had some fun though. We've made a real mess. And RC, oh my god, you just joined. I was just calling it quits. That's tragic. So sorry, RC. And no, pre-Raphaelites, different people. Pre-Raphaelites were a bunch of artists who were quite controversial at the time, doing religious works and ancient Renaissance-esque sort of stuff. Different people altogether. And Sione, yes, I did live abroad. All over the show. Went backwards and forwards from America a bunch of times. Love that. Love America. Love your national parks. Love your people. Cities, fun. The franchises. I love Applebee's. Applebee's is fun. But anyway, guys, RC, I'll chuck this whole replay up on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, so you can catch it. It's been a pretty fun one. And yeah, you champion. That's the best place to go. And I'm going to go inside, get warm, and do a bit more prep for our other projects for this month. Our project, A Kiss Goodbye. You guys know nothing but the name yet, so it's going to be pretty exciting. Anyway, guys, look after yourselves. Thanks for joining, and I'll catch you later. Bye now. Do, 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 do.